in and rip the knob off. You're tuned in to the #1 show on the planet. The Heffron and Reep Show. Live from your headphones. It's Heffron and Reep.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Heffron and Reep Show, episode 2765th and quarter .00. It's the Heffron and Reep Show. It's John Heffron, John Reep. We've been podcasting together now for 11 years. That's why we've won the World Federation Podcasting Awards. We won the Podcast Ranking Awards. And I just read John Reep on Twitter. Mark Maron from the WTF podcast just won a brand new thing. I saw Variety. There's a whole thing coming out where they're giving out podcast awards.
Oh.
Kind of like Oscars or Emmys.
Which is what we talked about a long time ago.
And they're saying that this is the first, and here's all the great podcasts and all the popular kids who are winning the very first podcasties or whatever. And I'm calling bullshit on all of that. Variety magazine, all the cool kids podcasts. You're not the first to win a podcast award. Actually.
Thank you.
You're actually you're third or fourth, maybe even fifth or sixth.
Mm-hmm.
We won the World Podcasting Federation.
Look it up.
6 to 7 years ago. The Podcast Ranking Association, who's been a registered website and has ranked more podcasts than anything that Variety has done over 9 or 10 years ago. So congratulations to everybody who've won whatever the new podcasting awards are, but you are far from the first.
Thank you.
So don't
everyone listening. Everyone watching or listening to us, you should tweet at Variety and go, "Hey, what about the World Podcasting Federation?"
Yeah, World
It's
Podcasting
been around a while.
Yeah. Heffron and Reep have won. I think we're 10 years in a row.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's a podcast that have won an award that many years in a row.
Right. You know how the Oscars, the Grammys have the Oscar. You win an Oscar.
Yeah.
In the podcasting world, you win a potty.
Yeah, they're having some, to show all the fine work that the podcasters have done. But again, listen, it's not that I'm getting older and I'm getting jaded and that we're flying under the radar. But you're just not the first winner. You're not.
Thank you.
You can't every once in a while make sure everyone says, "Oh, this is great to win this podcasting award." There were trailblazers. There was Heffron and Reep really showed that podcasting is awardable.
That's right. And we're not even talking about last podcasting, which was before Heffron and Reep.
Yeah, that was the first. So we're actually we've won awards, right? We've won awards, and it also show you just the scruples, the not manners, but just what type of people me and John are. Even with our awards, you have not heard us do a commercial for any type of mattress. You have not heard us do a commercial for any type of website builder or any type of device you could put on your penis and it would do things to you. We've never, ever done any of that. Matter of fact, John, I don't think in 12 years we've made, I think we lose money every time we talk to each other. That shows you how dedicated to podcast.
You're right.
We've never had a sponsor, and we've won many awards. No one else can say that.
We don't care about awards. We don't care about sponsors. I'll pay to talk to you, dude. That's how much I like you, John Heffron.
Right?
And everyone else should like us too. In fact, why don't you go to our website, heffronandreep.com, and show us some love over there. We got a Patreon page. You want to drop some dimes and nickels, we'll give you shout outs and stuff. And we're going live on Facebook. I see your comments, Ray and Elliot and Sharon and Thomas and Irma and Shane. I see all your comments. I like the Ray Lou's name for our tour, Heffron Reep World Domination Tour. Seems a little aggressive, but I like the confidence that she has in us. I do appreciate that.
You know, it's funny. You know, me and you were doing shows in Hickory. I know we keep talking about it, everybody, but that's what you got to do. You got to plug shows. June 7th at the main brewing Hickory pretzel making farm. No, June 7th at the main Cellar City Club in Hickory, North Carolina. You can go to get tickets at johnreep.com. For those tickets, John told me are already selling out. Like I was excited to go anyway because I want to see Hickory, but I'm also excited to know that there's going to be people there that night, and it's going to be a good number of people, enough to be excited about. And then the day after, I believe I'm staying in town, and we're going to also have another fun night that maybe we announce the night at the June 7th thing.
I think
for this.
That's a good idea. I should bring it up now so people can also save that date. I'm taking John Heffron to a place called the Silver Bullet. It's like stepping back in time in the 80s at a country bar. It's like Gillies from Urban Cowboy. And I can't wait to take John there, but because of logistics and stuff, we can't go Monday night because we're doing the show June 7th, Main Cellar City Club. But June 8th, the Tuesday night, I know the guy who owns the place, and he said, I'll open it up. We don't normally open on Tuesdays, but I'll open it up. Maybe we'll get a DJ. We'll just play music, and you guys come and hang out. We just got to get people to show up.
Is it so there's no there's no electrical mechanical bull?
No mechanical bull, but there are saddles at the bar. You literally saddle up to the bar on a saddle, and one of them vibrates.
So
I'm going to get you on the vibrating saddle.
I'm going to get on the vibrating saddle. We can make a mechanical bull. You just get a big barrel, and then you put rope on both sides.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
And then you try it in the middle. And you do it. Will there be karaoke? Can we get a karaoke machine?
I bet you we could.
Do you think there? Would we do a duet?
We could. Oh, yeah. If you say, I'll sing with you. What do you want to sing with me?
I want to sing the Randy Travis song that I'm obsessed with.
I think you should sing that one by yourself, but I will go up there.
Wait, you can hear this, right?
Yeah, I can hear it.
So let's just see how we sound in the very beginning. Okay?
You start off because I don't know how it starts.
Neither do I. I don't have the words.
My love is
singing about how they should love deeper than the ocean.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm sorry.
I come from the country and I know I ain't seen it all. And the stars, they sometimes fall. I've been practicing now. I've been practicing, and the stars, they sometimes fall.
Dude, I think Shane Flint may have stumbled upon a great title for our tour.
I can't see comments at all for some reason, so it's all you.
John and John duet. It's like we're saying do it. We do it, but we also duet. John and John do it. John and John do it. Duet.
Do it. But wait, is that the name of? So we're there. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'm done with it. So there's that June 7th at the main Cellar City Club. Correct. And then that weekend, the 12th and 13th, there's the 11th.
11 and 12.
11 and 12th, we'll be at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, the club where it started all for me. There's only 3 shows. Those tickets, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you because I'm sick of I have no idea how they're selling because nobody returns my phone calls. I don't know anymore. Usually I sell out at this club. Usually it's never been a problem. People last minute, but if you're thinking about going June 11th to the 12th, go to aacomedy.com tweet them, Instagram them, say, why don't you have pictures of John Heffron and John Reep up? They're coming to your show. Do that so we can sell that place out.
Would it be funny if we give the phone number and told everyone just to blast them?
No, because then they'll get mad at me, and I don't know who's there this weekend.
Okay.
But we maybe we should have thought of a name for the tour.
I mean, Heffron and Reep.
It's Heffron and Reep live. Like right. I'm noticing, and I don't know. I'm not saying this, and this is killing me. I can't look at the comments today. I really wanted to, even though I told you off air. They throw me off because people comment in huge long paragraphs opposed to short little bites that we.
Well, dude, they're getting really good at it. Everyone's doing like one or two sentences right now. It's perfect.
So there's a lot of comics that we know that have tours and they name their tours and they go out on them. Now there's also comics who name their tours and they're only doing clubs, but they still name their tour. I kind of have a feeling about that. I think that's cheating a little and seems a little desperate when you name your club tour. Does that make sense? Or my old school? Should I let it go?
I have never named a tour ever.
Neither have I.
I don't even know if I've toured. I just go places and come back home.
Dude, I had an agent.
But we all say tour, don't we?
I had an yes, but I had an agent that told me you should name your. This is the key to my success that I didn't listen to. He told me I should name my tour. That comics who name their tours do well because in that way people go, oh, I want to go to, like, can you look up John Bones? I
can look stuff up.
Okay, so Eliza Schlesinger probably has a tour, and there's a name for it. So can you just tell me what it is? And again, these are friends. I'm not making fun of names of tours. I'm just trying to show an example of I don't know how you come up with one.
I'm looking it up right now.
I would just go
Eliza Schlesinger.
She's got a new one coming out.
Let me go to her website. If it's not on her website, Back in Action tour.
Okay, so Eliza, she's coming to Detroit, and I'm trying to get tickets. I used to be good friends with her. I would like to see her show. I want everybody to go see tickets, but it's Back in Action. Will you check out Sebastian
Maniscalco?
Yes. What's his tour?
His tour.
Three tours. The last three names of his. Yeah. What's his new tour? Anyone's coming out.
Oh, hang on. Let me go to his website. That's a ticket link. Let's go to Sebastian's. How come
we're doing market research? Is what we're doing.
Yeah. So his website is okay. Nobody does this tour.
Okay.
Look. And you got to do like this with your hands.
What was his last tour name? Can you just because I'm trying to do this.
So I know he had one called Aren't You Embarrassed?
Okay, Aren't You Embarrassed? So the key is you either say the tour name is what I'm trying to say. Is you either say what you're doing or what other people are doing. Right? So we would be like Heffron and Reep. What do some people do? We open doors for ladies. Right? Because then the whole bit is why don't we go hold doors for ladies? Like that's what a tour is. Like your tour name is probably
so it's gonna be something just basic. Heffron and Reep with hats.
That's what I mean. Like literally, Heffron and Reep perform in hats. Could be the name of our tour, and it would solve me ever having to.
Oh, instead of hats off, hats on. You know, people go like hats off to you.
Hats off.
Hats on.
Heffron and Reep hats on. Hats off.
Hats on.
Hats on. What are people saying? I can't read. Like, but
the John and John Swap Tour is another one. Someone says Melissa Jones, the John and John Swap Tour.
But we'd only if we did Rip It Off Tour.
I like that one, Shane. Rip Off the Mask. Yeah.
Like Gaffigan has it. Everybody has a tour name, and they come up with like Bert Kreischer probably has a.
I mean, we could just use. Okay, John,
can you look up Bert Kreischer's new tour?
Yes, but the last special that you did, what did you call it?
I did not name it, and I am not a fan of the name.
Before that, what'd you call it?
My last one that nobody bought was going to be called Notes from a Blender.
I like that.
It was a good bit too. I can't do the bit anymore.
His is the Birdie Boy tour. Bert Kreischer, the Birdie Boy.
Okay, and then Gaffigan has one like, so we're doing this again, going to the John tour.
Right.
See?
Now his is called You Deserve This, I think. Or We Deserve This or something like that, I think.
Yeah. So I don't know. Tour names are weird. Deep fried. I like that.
Deep fried and alive.
It's the deep fried. You guys ready for the deep fried and alive tour?
Deep fried would make sense for me, you know, because people think of me Southern, you know, fried. I had a show called Fried. My podcast before Countryish, I call it Fried. So that might be associated more towards me. Are you the alive part? Am I dead?
I don't want to yet. I don't think either of us should be alive or dead. But maybe we go with the names. I think it's the.
I want Heffron and Reep in there because it also would plug our podcast.
Heffron Reep Live. But that's not fun. We're not.
No, you're right.
We're like, we need what you're going to be talking about in your show in the title, like
Heffron and Reep on stage in hats.
On stage, because remember when they had the comedians with beards?
Yeah,
that was the thing.
Yeah,
now those cool comics traveled around and they had beards, and everyone would like, we should be hip, so we should be like comics on stage without notes. Heffron and Reep, noteless.
No cheat sheets.
So right, like Heffron and Reep. Yeah, I like to know hats.
What about cheat sheet? No cheat sheets. How about this? Ovid the COVID. Ovid the COVID.
Ovid. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. The J&J, John and John, not the vaccine tour. J&J, Johnson and Johnson. Kind of like there's something to that, Shannon Miller.
J&J. Yeah, John and John.
I like it.
I don't know. Anywho, maybe that's why other podcasts.
Does your comedy have character tour, Heffron and Reep Live? No. Ovid the COVID. Yeah. See, Tammy likes that one. She put hearts after it. Thank you, Tammy Klosterman. I hope that you're over the COVID. I'm half vaccinated. I got one more shot to do. 17th of May.
Oh, you got the double. You got the double thing, right?
Yeah.
I got the
one. I felt great after mine. Everyone, I've heard people say like, my arm was sore. And then I heard people go, oh, Heffreep. Look at Irma Willard's comment.
I wish I kept mine's not working.
Alan put it up. Look.
Yeah, just people aren't gonna get Eliza's back in action because she's been off, and I get Sebastian's. Why do people do this?
It's probably something he says in his act. It's like a tagline.
I get but so far Heffron and Reep without hats. Like they have men without hats. It's Reep without hats.
But I want to wear a hat.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If we say that's the name of the tour and you wear a hat, then people are gonna be like,
"What the hell?
This is not what we signed up for." we signed up.
I want my money back, dude. I was told that it was called John Heffron and John Reep, no hats, and John Reep's wearing a hat.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hats optional.
Back in hats.
It sounds like there's something in your background.
Why do we care so much about hats? I mean, is it funny that we pick a random thing and we care so hard about it?
And I don't know how to get out of this loop except for
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
Speaking of hats, I'm wearing a hat that says 1111. Oh, I forgot to take the sticker off.
Oh, you did that on purpose, dude. You're trying to look cool, man.
Hold on, I can't. How do you?
You're on the wrong side. Other side. It's reverse. It's a mirror image. There you go. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. So John, okay, for the listeners, John Heffron is attempting to take this sticker off of his ball cap, but because it's like looking in a mirror, he put his hand on the wrong side. Your hair looks great. There you go. What's the 1111 mean?
So the 1111 is I used to have a production company called 1111 Productions. It's a game me and my buddy Joel Zimmer created our That Guy game with. And now every time I look at my phone, I screen capture. That's my Margaret, who's no longer with us. I screen capture 1111. So I've always made wishes at 1111. Ever since I can remember, ever since I was like a little kid. And my first 1111 wish was do you want to guess what it would be?
Your first 11, when did you start doing this?
Probably junior high school. My first 1111. There's a couple.
I think I have an idea, but I don't know if I should say it. Does it have to do with someone in your family?
No.
Okay.
Here.
Backwoods Philosopher Tour. Heffron and Reep Backwoods Philosopher Tours. How about this? Heffron and Reep Philosophizing.
I like that one.
That sounds like some sort of vaccine shot. Did you get to philosophize? No, I got Pfizer. Oh, there you go.
My
1111 was Ellen DeGeneres' record label too. Did you know that?
I would be willing to bet that 1111 Productions existed way before all that. Also,
okay. Heffron and Reep Best Comics Standing. Still standing.
Still standing. Well, I wouldn't know, but then now we're stuck standing. What if you want to do a show and then you sit on the stool? Then Ash is me like, I didn't pay for this.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be sitting.
Also, I think it's great. Ashley, I'm not crapping on your idea, but when we do anything about Last Comic Standing, it looks like we're living in the past.
It's old. It happened like 14 years
ago. But I like your thought process, Ashley. It's not a bad idea.
My 1111 wish, and maybe people who also share 1111 wish, John, if you could read them for me, because again, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm reading.
Mine was for a South Lyon High School varsity jacket. That was the very first thing that I became obsessed about getting. I figured if I just got a South Lyon varsity jacket that I would rule the world. I would just wear it to malls, half on my shoulders, kind of half off, and I'd walk around, and I would probably there'd be too many women or too many girls trying to talk to me if I had my South Lyon varsity jacket on. That was the assumption.
Question.
So, yes.
Did you play a sport?
Yes.
So you would have gotten a letter to put on the jacket.
Yeah. If you made varsity, yeah.
Would you wrestled, right?
I wrestled. Yes.
Did you do anything else?
I also have a letter in band. A little FYI.
What instrument?
Trombone.
You played the trombone?
I played the trombone.
I have never known this.
Yes.
Do you have a trombone at your house?
I do not. And I was fifth chair trombone. I was such a bad trombone player. I think I sat next to the tuba person or French horn. Whoever sat. Yeah, I was so far back. I wasn't even close. And I faked it. Like at the football games.
Yeah.
I never memorized like how to play anything. And I literally faked the formation and I faked being in band for almost 4 years. And
that is hilarious. That's like that. Okay. This is an idea for a funny sketch or something, or a movie. Think about it. How many instruments are in a band? If one is not doing anything, would you even know?
Nobody.
As long as you're not blowing at it.
I did it for 12. I never had a solo because I was never going to be first chair. So nobody was in your trombone. So there's not that many trombone solos in band. So I would literally fake it. And one time I was playing, I shot it out too far, like out to seventh position, and it slid off. And I had to pick it up, and he had to put it back on.
And then it got rusty, and you had a rusty trombone.
And then I remember Mr. Young or Mrs. Z you had to take tests. Every once in a while, you'd have to play where everybody in the band would sit and listen to you, right? And it was a couple bars. Those were horrible. So I would have to take that home. But I was my trombone case, the Yamaha next to the Marshall Music folder, stayed in my cubbyhole all year. I think I took it home twice. We had one test or a couple tests where you had to go into a room and you had a cassette player and you'd have to play whatever you're playing. I remember we had to play Footloose.
Oh,
and the trombone part to Footloose was dun 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 dun. That's it. That was Footloose. There was no everybody come down. That like you just all you did is go dun 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 dun. So I would go in, I would start to play, and then I would reverse the cassette player just a little bit and play over whatever kid did their test. And then I would fast forward it. So every single test, the teachers had to have thought they just messed up. The cassette player messed up. And never once did they notice that my test was never on the cassette. I never
put so much work.
I never failed. I got an A the entire. I never took a test.
That's awesome, dude.
I was last chair trombone, so that's why I did not wear my band letter with pride because it was it wasn't earned properly. It was what's it called? It was not earned valor when people there. It was not So I got it wrestling. So I got my South Lion varsity jacket.
Right.
Maybe when you come to South Lion in June, maybe I bust that thing out. I've not driven around South Lion in my varsity jacket.
I still got mine, dude.
Dude, you might have to bring it. We might just
Well, you'll come to Hickory first. I'll show it.
Will you wear it?
Sure. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be June.
Dude, so I got my varsity jacket, right? So wrestling's over. It's been a minute. Right around now, I think finals or states. And by the time you had your award ceremony and you got your letter, and then you'd order your jacket from whatever store in town sold them, it was June before you got your varsity jacket.
Yeah, right.
And I remember having mine on when it was 80 degrees outside.
Yeah,
because it was brand new. I was like, I got a South Lion, I got a wrestling. So if you wear yours out Thursday night or Tuesday night in Hickory, maybe you should wear it and we never mention that you have it on. And I'll do the same. There's a bar in South Lion that we're gonna go to because you're coming in a day before our shows in Ann Arbor. I think I'm gonna take you to the South Lion Hotel. June. It's not a hotel, it's a bar.
Oh, that sounds famous.
It's June. Well, help me with when are we there? So June 10th. This is where I wanted us to do the show, but apparently they make too much money and didn't get a hold of us and wouldn't want us to do a show there. Maybe we roll into there because that's like the bar you went to if you grew up in South Lion. That's where the floors used to have dirt on them, like I heard in the 70s and 80s, and that's where everyone's dads went and got in fights. And it was a bar that was built in the 1800s, and then it burnt down maybe 5 years ago. I could be wrong. And then they rebuilt it. So it doesn't have the same energy. It doesn't have the same, you'll know what I mean. It kind of feels like going into a BW3s versus a old bar that's been there. But that is a South Lion place that I will need to take you. And I will be wearing my varsity jacket. And if we wear my South Lion, I don't even know what the rivalries are anymore. Like if we go to Heartland or Brighton and I wear a South Lion varsity jacket, if one of those guys mouths off to us, we're just gonna throw it on, bro.
What color is your jacket?
We're blue and gold.
Blue. We are blue, white, black. Yeah. Dark blue and a light blue. Mine is it's got a big F on it for Fred. Our high school is Fred T. Ford. So it's just a big F. I only got one letter for football. I didn't do anything else. And mine is nasty because I almost died trying to make fried chicken one time in my apartment in college, and I started a grease fire, and it scared the crap out of me. Burnt the rug. It burned all. There was smoke everywhere. The fire department came, but I remember having to grab something to wrap around my arm when I picked up this pot of grease that was on fire and just get it out of the apartment. And the first thing I grabbed was my leather jacket, and I just wrapped it around my hand. And I was panicking, and I ran out and threw it out in the courtyard. But that leather jacket now has grease fire stains on it.
Dude, what about this? I have a friend, Trisha. I believe she does this for a living still. I'm not on Facebook as much as I used to because it bores me. But I have a friend that I think takes senior pictures, like high school senior pictures. What if you bring your Hickory varsity jacket?
Yeah.
Ooh. And I'll get my South Lion varsity jacket, and I'll hire Trisha. And let's redo our high school, our senior pictures.
Dude, here's the tour. Heffron Reep Varsity Blues.
Right. We'll just that's it. We'll just put it, and we'll go to some of the barns, and we'll just like wear it, and we'll just sit next to bales of hay, like at my house, and we'll do it like one hand on our fists.
Yeah.
Thumb, but we'll do it.
Did your senior picture, was it in color?
Mine was in color. Yeah.
Yeah. And was your senior pictures different than your junior, sophomore, freshman pictures?
Yeah.
So they did it up a little bit, made it nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find. Yeah. Ours, we had, I had blinds that were behind mine. Like you went to a special place, and I spent a lot of money and got in front of like these, like worse than these blinds here.
Varsity Dudes, the Varsity Dudes tour.
Varsity Dudes tour.
Dude, Varsity Dudes.
I'll get a hold of it, and we'll just retake. Why would you not want a new picture in your varsity?
100%. Okay, so John, I did this. I actually went back to my high school and took pictures of. I have a picture of me.
Okay.
And it's from my high school football picture. Right, where it's just me with my football uniform on, and I'm on one knee, and I'm just sort of looking off into the distance. Right. My shoulder pads are 8 sizes way too big, and we played on a cow field, basically pasture. And anyway, so the picture's ridiculous. But I went back to my high school, and they let me retake the picture, and I have a picture of me in the same uniform, same jersey, and I'm holding the old picture. So it's like a picture in a picture type deal. But we could do that with our senior pictures as well.
We'll just do like just real cool, serious ones. We'll go at the bleachers. I mean, they're seniors. I mean, you're going to be 50.
Yeah.
And right. Well, you're going to be 50 in a couple of years.
No,
not sooner than that.
Yeah. I'm 49. I'll be 50 in March.
I'm already. So why would we not get senior pictures again? Why does that only happen when you're 18? I think it should happen when
the senior tour. John Reep. No, that sounds like we're old.
We're too old. We got it in 10 years. Yeah, give us 10 years for that. I'm trying to find you a picture of me with this, but I can't. I'll save it for next week. Yeah.
I like Varsity Dudes. Because, look, here's why I like Varsity Dudes. It's a play on Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues would be good, too, because we are, like, sort of sad. We have the blues that we're no longer in high school, but we are varsity because we're, I don't want to say legends, but we are seasoned comedians. We're established. We've been doing this a long time. We are varsity. We're not JV. So I think varsity's good, dude. Varsity Dudes or Varsity Blues.
Glory Days.
Glory Days. I like it. It's one of the things where and varsity also sounds like we're living in the past, but that's what we do. We love the 80s and we love that kind of stuff. So why not just embrace it? Glory Days would be good, but it sounds again like we're, in the song they're saying like, yeah, we met at a high school bar and we talked about how good we once were, but we're not good anymore.
I was never good at anything. I want to keep that in mind. I was never good in any.
You were good at wrestling,
but bring it. No, it was horrible. It was literally horrible. I don't think there's anybody in my class. Oh, that's me playing trombone.
Holy shit! Good Lord!
Look at that.
Look how long that thing is.
Look how long.
How tall are you in this thing?
Oh, I don't know. You got to like the pants, right? If you were to,
Yeah.
you got to like the high water pants.
Your Adidas? No, what is that?
Those were Adidas.
Yeah, Adidas. You got sort of a blackish, grayish, acid wash type jean. You've got on a windbreaker. That's probably
I'm wearing a Nike windbreaker, dude.
Is that the same colors as your school?
What?
Is that your school colors as well?
Yes, that was but that was a Nike one, and I just remember thinking, if I just got this windbreaker when I roll into school, all the girls are just gonna think like I'm just crazy rich because I have a Nike windbreaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that right there, my exact I can't find my high school one.
That windbreaker, were you able to fold it up in a little pouch and carry it around?
It had a zipper.
Yeah, you could zip it up and
were those?
I used to love that thing. I had one that I wore all the time in high school.
Are those Roos? No, those were Adidas. And in that pose right there, and I'm done trying to find this one picture. That pose, I'm imitating Turbo doing the broom dance when
yeah
you're
doing that with the tuba.
And he moves his hand around.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to do with that. So,
dude, that's awesome. What grade was this?
That's
not senior.
That's probably 7th grade.
Yeah, I was gonna say you look too young to be a senior. So you played the trumpet unsuccessfully for a long time.
I played
and you never learned anything.
Never learned. Like if you gave me one, here's I don't know why I'm sending Alan this picture. I just found this one. This the thing I just sent him was a headshot that I used when I first got to LA. Just because I'm looking at random pictures. I'm
gonna text Alan my senior photo. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you text Alan your senior photo?
I'm so trying to find because I have drapes.
Dude, our senior photos were badass. We went to a place, we stood outdoors next to trees.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than just putting on a tuxedo and just with your head tilted in black and white. So we liked our senior photos. And I like my outfit in mine. There's no way I could find this exact same outfit. I don't think it exists, but it's pretty cool. I thought at the time. And I'm scrolling through my phone now trying to find it. So, yeah, I like Varsity Dudes so far. Heffron Reep Varsity Dude Tour. Varsity Dudes Tour. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Dude, while we're looking at this, this is gonna kill me. I know this is awesome.
Are we both scrolling through our phone on a live podcast and not talking?
Yeah,
that's good.
That's why we're.
Well, then I'll stop and I'll talk. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget heffronandreep.com. I'm going to be, I got a show coming up in Hickory with John Heffron, June the 7th. And then I have another one in Ann Arbor, June 11 and 12 with John Heffron. It's the Heffron Reep Varsity Dudes Tour. We should remake our senior photos, wear our freaking varsity letter jackets, and just high school it up.
You think you'd fit in yours? I weighed myself for the first time in some time, and I was 40 pounds heavier than I thought. I'm over 200 pounds. I'm a little guy. I shouldn't be over 200 pounds.
Did you gain weight?
Yeah, but that's like right around the gut. I got to get back into
the gym.
Yeah,
but they're closed. I mean, Planet Fitness, and and I get it, but not really. But at one point, Planet Fitness was like, you have to wear a mask to walk in here, but when you get to a machine, you can take it off. If you're on I'm not going to run with a mask on. I'm not going to do that. And so they're making you wear the mask the whole time at Planet Fitness. So I stopped going, and I'm not going back in there until we don't have to wear it while we're working out. And I'm hoping that will be soon because, I mean, I've been seeing on the news. I don't know if it's real or not. Do we trust anything anymore?
Nope.
But apparently we're getting closer every day to the herd You herd immunity. So hopefully pretty soon everything will be open back up and we can both lose weight and go to Planet Fitness. Where do you work out, John?
I went to one of those old people anytime fitness places because it's the only place by me.
Oh, right. Dude, that must make you feel like the shit though.
Dude, you feel ripped, feel yoked because you didn't have to get off your walker to get to the machine.
Right.
The fact that I walk in unassisted, they look at me and they come up to me asking for pins and gear in the
They're
back.
calling you whippersnapper and telling you, look at that whippersnapper showing off over there.
Alan, we showed it. I sent you a couple pictures, but I want to move on. John, to try to have something. Sorry, we went on that weird picture thing, but we're talking about Glory Days, and we're June 11th and 12th at the Ann Arbor Comedy Club, aacomedy.com. Those tickets are going to sell out, and if you could sell them out now, then later, then maybe we can add a show.
We have already sold around 100 tickets for the Hickory show, and they're only selling 180. So you better get on it if you're coming to the Hickory show.
All right, and Alan, you can play whatever pictures because my thing's not responding over here. So that was I found that picture, John. While
dude,
I was
that's not color though. That's black and white.
Yeah, but I should have been like a teen something on like a 90210, right? Don't I seem like I'm troubled, like I take caffeine pills?
Yeah,
it's my
no. You look like
moved to town, and then look at swoosh. Look at my swoosh that I used to have.
Great hair, great smile, piercing eyes,
piercing.
I mean, come on, that's a heartbreaker right there. How many girls did you break the hearts of?
Look at that! I remember getting that picture taken. I was in an alley in a place where you park your car. So I figure, oh, this is so LA. They don't do this at the mall with glamour shots. They do this just and then Alan, I think I sent you another.
Is that a headshot, John?
Yeah, that was a headshot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was me. So that's the bottom one. So the bottom.
Who did that? Did Alan do that?
No, I did it.
Okay.
So the top is the kid from Weird Science.
Weird Science,
Wyatt, and then so this is one of my class pictures. I think the year it came out, because I have a gold chain on. I have a Miami Vice yellow jacket and then a light blue shirt, and I got called Wyatt because my voice is kind of nasally and stuff anyway. But look at that haircut, dude.
Well, I can see. I totally see you look great. I totally see the Wyatt there. And also remember this, Wyatt made out with Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's awesome, dude. That's a good picture.
What's the next one, Alan? I sent you?
It looks like in this picture, you're having some hair problems.
Yeah. I think
like you weren't sure what to do with it.
Yeah. Like, well, that was what probably happened is I was walking to school or walking to the bus in a gust of wind. You only had hairspray or dippity do back then. Yeah. So your hair, you kind of had to lock in what your hair looked like.
Yeah. And there wasn't like going
in that fell forward a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I
Alan,
can't find my senior photo, man. I can't find it.
Yeah, I can't find mine either. Alan, I think I sent you. There we go. John, right there.
Oh, South Lyon Varsity Wrestling.
There is. Number 4.
You number 4?
112 pounds right there.
What was your batting average with winning these matches, John? How many did you win versus how many did you lose, you think?
Like something
50-50?
I never need to talk about that, John.
Because you don't want to brag. I get it. You're a very humble guy.
I don't know if I won one. I think I won 1 or 2.
Wow.
I think I have the worst wrestling record in South Lyon history. And I'm 50. And tonight I will lay in bed and I will sleep. It will keep me up at night.
Wow. You know what? My senior year, the letter that I got from football, we lost every game that we played. And it still bothers me to this day. But what can you do? The closest game, the last game The last game we played, all right, we were 0-9. The other team was 0-9.
Right.
Someone was going to have to win this game.
Yeah.
And it came down to a last-minute field goal by the other team, and the score was 3-0, and we kept our perfect season. 0-10, baby. We went defeated.
Don't you wish you could redo like?
I like it when you laugh at me, John.
Well, I don't have that thing where I laugh out loud ever. Like I'm one of those guys.
But that's why I like it when it happens. I know it's legit.
Yeah. Some of those you wish you could go back in time and do, or do you just not care? I don't know.
Oh, I wish I could go back and do a lot of stuff. You know what was on last night, by the way?
What?
Harry got married or whatever. Sally got married, or Peggy Sue got married.
Oh,
have you ever seen that movie?
With Nicolas Cage?
Alan Jackson says, John, I have your photos ready to show. Did he already do that?
I think he already did.
Yeah, that was from like 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
From,
I'm still trying to find my senior photo. I thought it was one of my favorites in my phone. Apparently it's not, but I got so many great photos, but we're not going to do that right now.
Dude, wait. So I have an idea though. So hold on. I'm going to switch this because I know. Oh, do you want to see my?
Wait, you want to see one of my first headshots, John?
I found my.
Because that's what you did. All
Okay.
right. I'm sending this to Alan. Here's one of my first headshots. I'm sending it to Alan.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send you my prom.
Oh, I think I've seen this prom one before.
Yeah, you have. But I don't know if everybody else has.
No, I am not. Let me send you.
So I'm sending 2 pictures to Alan. One is one of my first headshots. And then the second one is me standing in front of my car about to head out to the prom. Okay. I'm in my tux. I'm just standing in front of my car. Dad took a photo right before I took off. And Alan has those. We'll get them up here shortly. Let me look at some of these comments up here, man.
Yeah. Tell me. I wish I can.
A lot of people love. Someone said they love Nicolas Cage. Brenda wants to see the prom pic. It's a coming. Josh says, I feel like I should send pictures of me too. The Alan Jackson. Yeah, send them to everyone. Send your photos to Alan Jackson. Ray says, I'm surprised John and John haven't attributed. Oh, Tony Katang died, dude.
You know, when you sent me, I didn't know who that.
Yeah.
When you texted me, I saw that as a text, and I thought
you don't know how to spell her name.
I thought it was somebody. You know who? I thought it was somebody who you had on your podcast, and I was like, "Oh, that sucks." When I looked down, I didn't realize it. That's why I called you. I wouldn't have called you if I would have known. But I realized.
We should pour. If I had a drink right now, I'd pour one out for Tony Katang, dude. Smoking hot, one of the hottest, sexiest music videos of all time. And you know, she was not just in oh God, who sings White Snake's videos. She was in some other bands' videos before White Snake as well. So, I mean, I forgot whose it was. I'm sure if Elliot.
Yeah, that one was pretty popular. She wasn't in Cherry Pie.
No, she was. That was Bobby Brown.
That was Bobby Brown. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here I go. She was in the movie Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks, smoking hot in that.
Right.
And I also heard she was kind of crazy.
You think?
Well, that probably just comes with the hot territory, doesn't it?
The 80s, yeah.
I mean, but like she didn't she get in trouble for punching, like assaulting one of her boyfriends, like a baseball player? Like later on, she ended up like marrying or getting with a baseball player, and I think he called the cops on her because she beat him up.
One of the rules in life is you should keep your hands to yourself.
I got a little change in my pocket, boy, jiggle-lang, hang on. Don't hand me the lines and keep your hands to yourself. The Alan Jackson, let me know if you get these photos. And if you got them, just go for it, brother.
Dude, I have an idea for us, but I can't read the comments. Should I save the idea for?
I text them to you.
I know, or should I tell you this idea that I just thought of since we've been reminiscing about high school and school. I think it's almost we should, or should I save it to next week?
Boom.
That's I've not seen that at a club. You know how you go to comedy clubs and they have headshots.
Yeah.
They're signed.
I was told
I've not
the one that I was told the one that I should use should be just your face. And I like this one at the time. I like that one more. Because it looks like I'm riding a damn Bronco.
That's what I thought you were. I thought you were on like a riding bull and you have one of those cool country shirts.
Yep.
A little big on you at the time.
It's too big. Yeah, it's way too big.
But that's what people wore. Looks good. Alan, John, before I want to see your other picture, but Alan, did he show the picture that I just sent? This was my high school picture. I want to show you oversized shirts. John.
Yeah. We didn't have tailor-made clothing in high school.
If you got
I don't have it now.
You might not have because sometimes
EDJE says, I wonder if I say hi to these three yahoos if they would say hi to me. You betcha. Oh, look at that thing.
Okay. So
I like you're leaning in.
Okay, so I'm in front of the blinds, right? That's a cooler look.
I remember that.
Okay, so look how big that sweatshirt is. So that is a Liz Claiborne. I'm pretty sure it's not even a male. I think it's a girl's sweatshirt.
Girls?
Well, women's.
Oh,
Liz Claiborne.
Okay.
He sold it at Lord and Taylor.
All right.
I had a Lord and Taylor credit card. It was the first credit card that I ever got. Okay, so if you look at the picture is kind of horrible, but if you look at whatever arm you see, I don't know what side that would be. You can see where I've pushed the cuff.
Pushed it up.
I've pushed the cuff up as far as it can go before it hits my elbow. Okay, look how much space is there.
You got so much material.
Dude, look how much. Like I'm wearing Subway colors. They're literally it's lines. That's a sweater. Yes, it's a sweater.
I'm pretty sure that's a quilt or an Afghan.
If I would have let that pull down, so you can see, so you can see so I'm wearing. It has stripes on it, and you can see the top stripe should be up at my shoulders, and should stop at my shoulders. Look, so it literally. That's how you tell if a shirt fits.
Well,
right?
That's probably designed for a female where the boobs would be to highlight the boobs, but you're a dude without boobs. So
and then I have it tucked on the bottom. You can tell I have it also tucked up. I don't like who did I not have parents?
Yeah, I don't understand that sweater. I don't get it.
Right?
A couple things here. The lighting is horrible. Like, look at the shadow on the sweater as well. Like, this is supposed to be a professionally done photo.
Yeah, done at Olin Mills, dude.
But what's with the shadow? Yeah, you got some weird shadow. Unless that's a stain.
No,
that's a shadow.
Yeah, I wore that. I think I had a Timex watch on. My hair is good, though.
I was about to say your hair's on point here.
Yeah, that's probably the best my hair's ever looked. Eyebrows look good.
Chad Clemens says that sweater has foreskin.
It does. It does. Look at it. Look
that's a good one, Chad.
Look how long that is, though. Look how far I pushed that up. And are there any what were they called before you get picked? What are the pictures you decide not to use?
Proofs.
So are there proofs of me where I went, let's try this one down? Where I pushed the sleeves that they came so far.
Do you remember, was the sweater with the arms too long? Like, did it come all the way over your hand?
I just remember because it was a Liz Claiborne shirt that was underneath there. And I remember the sweater being really expensive, but I had a Lord and Taylor credit card. So I just was a baller. I just dropped some cash on it.
Yeah. You need that.
I wish
that sweater needs to get
how do you find
circumcised?
Look how big that is. How do we find that? Is it possible? Maybe I go on a thrift store binge. There's no way you can find a Liz Claiborne sweater from about 19. That would be 1988.
Yeah, I don't know.
collection. Liz Claiborne. Maybe if I write them, is Liz Claiborne still a operating clothing company? I know Lord & Taylor is in.
I'm not sure. That's somebody Google that.
All right, we've seen enough of that. But look,
that's awesome.
That's a lot of space, bro. That's like I can't even. I mean, my forearms are pretty massive.
You remember they did that on Miami Vice with jackets.
That's what every comic
the jacket up.
Yeah, every comic back in then had.
Yeah, I always hated that because I always felt like it was like sort of like restricting my movement. I didn't like it, and it's always hot. You want to see my prom photo now?
Yeah, I do.
All right, D. Allen Jackson.
Oh, look at that.
Come
let
on.
me just look at this.
Soak it in. Soak it
You
in.
went with tails. Did you have an option to not go with tails, or was tails totally what everybody wore at the time?
Everyone mostly did tails. 1 year I went without tails, and people thought that I was a hostess at the restaurant.
Right.
So I was told tails looks more like a tux, and if you don't do tails, then it's like, well, that guy works at the restaurant.
No, I can't tell with the picture we're looking. Is there a cummerbund involved in that, or is it a vest?
Yes. I don't remember.
Cummerbunds were a pain in the ass, and they were dumb, and I never understood them.
It wasn't. That's at the beginning of the night, Carrie.
Yeah,
it didn't stay clean.
I gotta say too, John, though, but your hair is kind of on point then too.
Right here it is, but you see the mullet coming out the back.
I see the feather, like I see the mullet feather. Now you actually probably had to get a brush to get the swirl,
feather it out
back of your hair to feather it out.
Yeah,
right.
How about the car, dude?
Okay, yeah, we're not even on to the car.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. I don't want to rush you.
Your feathered hair. Did you use product back then? Did you use like?
Yeah, I'm sure I did. Yeah, I'm sure I put something. Probably White Rain.
White, right?
To go with the white tuxedo.
My dad used Barbasol. There wasn't a lot of products for dudes back then.
Yeah.
And then I see it was raining a little, so that kind of sucked. But that, though, is a Camaro, right?
Yes. That is a 1982 Berlinetta Camaro.
It's purple. Look at those rims.
Yeah. Those wheels were badass.
Was that your car or did you borrow?
That's my car.
That was your high school car?
Yep. And on the back of it, which you don't see, the license plate, personalized license plate. You want to guess what it said?
I wouldn't even waste time. What is it?
It said John Reep.
Now,
with a space in between the John and Reep, like it looked like a name tag. I mean, it's pretty dumb to do that, especially when you're 16 and you can't drive and you're getting in trouble a lot. Like, who did that to my yard? Well, John Reep. It says it right there on the back of his car.
White Rain was so. How long did you have that car, and when did you have to sell it?
I had that car up until my second or third year of college. Third or fourth year of college.
Remember those seatbelts when they wouldn't like
Kevin? He said you got laid a lot.
Yeah, you would have to. But remember when they get caught, you'd have to go zonk, 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 and then it would release, and then you'd click in.
Yeah.
But dude,
that car, I could start that car and take the keys out, and it would still be running.
Still run.
Yeah,
yeah, but you did though. There are a lot. No, I mean you're a great guy, and girls love your personality. But there were some girls that wanted some ride home or a ride to the mall in that vehicle.
I liked that car until my brother got his. He had a 1985 IROC Z28 with T-tops, and it was fuel injected.
So there was this guy, Todd. His name's Todd. I worked with him at the grocery store that I worked in, Colonial Market.
Yeah,
and he saved his entire paycheck And I don't even know what we made an hour at this grocery store. I think I topped out at $3.25.
The Alan Jackson. I think we could take it off. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I made $3.25. Todd, I think when he graduated from high school, he pulled up in a brand new IROC Z,
Ooh.
like spanking new, pulled right into the little grocery store. And I'm from South Lyon. I don't think anybody had rich parents. And I think Todd, I've talked to him in 40 years. I think his parents were farmers or whatever. So Todd, I go, where did you get that for graduating from high school? He's like, I've never spent a penny of any paycheck that I ever made working here.
Wow.
He saved up enough
he
money
saved it. Yeah.
to buy an IROC Z when he graduated from high school.
Good for him.
Bought it with cash, an IROC Z.
I bet that dude is rich. I bet he's rich as hell right now.
Yeah. Like he probably took that
kind of
in life.
Yeah.
All the way through. Now, how much have you looked to see how much that car that you had is if you were to buy it now?
No, but if I were, I'm guessing you could get one for probably $2,000, $3,000.
Why would you not buy it? I've thought about buying.
I have thought about it.
I was trying to buy a Chevette before you came into town in June, but I just can't.
You know why?
$2,000 Chevette, and we were going to drive around South Lyon in it.
That's funny.
That's too expensive of a joke.
Yeah.
So,
but you know why we won't do it?
Why?
Because if you try to drive an old car, it is. I mean, even though we had power steering,
yeah, it was still.
I mean, it's not the technology. Our cars today are 1,000 times better than what it was back then. Right. I'm talking. There's blind spots everywhere. The radios, everything. I would love to get the shell of that car
and put it on something new.
Yeah. But I'm too old to be sitting in a IROC, in a Camaro now. You got to get down in the car and then you got to get out of it.
Yeah, remember those seats too? Like you'd have to push it forward, and then somebody would have to slide into the back. When you were nimble enough to do that.
Right.
Huh.
That car got, I mean, look, a lot of things happened in that car. Okay. There were some hearts broken. There was some puke that people had puked in that car.
Just some good songs, some good memories. We're going to take on the world.
Things were smoked and drank in there.
Thoughts back that the thoughts that were hanging from the ceiling thing that just hung was
that came down eventually.
Mine came, and then he had to stick back up, and then he had a little dome light that usually had bees and wasps in the top.
Right. Yeah. And what else happened? So over time, the paint job on it, the sun just scorched the top of it because we didn't have a garage. I had to park it outside, and so it got some sun damage on the hood and the top of it. The engine. I mean, we got it. It just wore out, and I ended up giving it to my dad. Took it from me. Actually, when I got a DUI in college.
Oh.
I blew a .10 right when the law changed from a .08 to a .10. So the law, So the cop told me, he goes, had you done this a week ago, I would have let you driven home, but you're on the edge and I have to take you downtown. I was like, great. And I was the least drunk of my group, and I was driving other people back from a frat party. I didn't feel like I was drunk, but I blew enough to get a DUI. So I lost my license for a year. Insurance goes way up. Can't afford a sports car anymore, or a V8 engine. So I had to get rid of that, and I give it to my uncle.
And then they sold it. So you can never get this car back.
Not that car. I can get one very similar.
Well, I was going to say, I could look for my Liz Claiborne right. And we can try to find that your car. I have a great idea for us, but I think I'm going to save it.
Save it, man.
Save it for next week.
Okay.
I have some ideas for some buddy comedies, either TV shows or movies, that I'm going to start to pitch to you and the people listening.
This is Kid with a Cape. Here's your host.
Well, that's from a podcast I don't do anymore. I have some ideas for, and we can come up with some together. Some buddy movies / TV shows, and we will let the listeners kind of help us brainstorm. But I already have a few that I think are legit.
Oh, nice.
So if you're like a producer, or you're a person who grabs what do they call development person, you're gonna want to listen to this podcast the next couple weeks, because I'm making things happen. Hear this pen?
Oh yeah, he's getting out of business.
It's like some things getting done, not sitting here. No more waiting for grounders.
Right,
getting things done.
Right.
That's
exciting. That's a great idea. We should be pitching each other TV shows ideas all the time, because I have tons. I'm always afraid to say it out loud because someone will take it from us.
Well, we're gonna do it, and we know people are gonna take it from us, but we're gonna get apart because we're gonna have a whole thing that we're gonna read before we do it, and then people can listen, and then we can ask people, would you watch it or not? We're gonna focus group it and come up with a lot of it all live. I have it's a whole Mad Lib thing. You're gonna enjoy it.
That's awesome.
I'm excited about it. I can't wait till next week.
Me too.
How about this?
HeffronandReep.com.
HeffronandReep.com. We gave out my text number earlier. It's a thing. We will text you when we're near your area. It's a legit live text line. I don't open the app a lot, but I will let you know when John Reep is near you. It once you just sign up, it lets us know somehow when John's performing, when I'm performing. Every Monday so far, I've done a Motivation Mondays 80s song lyrics. People have been enjoying that.
Oh, that's nice.
Just short. I don't text late at night. It's just during the day. That way nobody's going, who's texting you this late? It's cool, and I'm able to let you know when I'm in your area or in your city, because I don't know about Facebook or anything anymore. It's all moving to NRTs and Dogecoin. So with that, make sure you listen next Monday. I have a great idea for John, and if you're an investment person, you're probably going to want to pay to get this movie or TV show done. It's that good. John, I get your buddy John Snyder on the phone, the guy who does movies in 8 days. You should listen, because he's gonna want this. Get Brad Paisley.
Oh,
Brad Paisley on. Get who else do you know? It's rich.
Rodney Carrington.
He'll want to be in this movie. It's okay. I'll step aside. It'll be a buddy flick with you and Rodney. People are gonna like this. It's good. It's gonna hit home. It's gonna make people feel good.
New Patreon, Bob Haynes.
Hang
on. Oh, this air horn is out of air.
Bob Haynes,
everybody. Thank you, Bob.
So don't forget to go to aacomedy.com. There's only 3 shows. Me and Reep will both be headlining. If you just saw me there, just who cares? Show up. It's going to be really fun couple days. We're going to be causing some ruckus in Hickory, South Lyon-ish, Ann Arbor. It's going to be fun. Thank you for listening. Make sure you leave comments. Make sure you share. If you know how to draw NRTs, kind of into that. I'm also into abstract paintings. So maybe send me some of those.
I don't know what an NRT is.
What?
I don't know what that is.
We'll talk about that next podcast.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Peace. Rick Sanford.
You've been listening to the smooth sounds of Heffron and Reep. The show is over, but come back next week, same Reep time, same Heffron channel, for more comedy conversations, music, 80s church, and the life and times of a quarantine comedian. Always expect the unexpected, and who knows where the conversations will go. And as always, remember to rate, review, subscribe, and share. Peace.